idea what he's going to talk about, but I'm sure it's going to be utterly fascinating. Please give it up for David Bannister!
This one? Yes. Okay, right. Are you ready? Yep. Right, I'm going to tell you about how these men on here have been running my life for the last 33 years. The two people there are Carlos Esquire, an artist, and John Wagner, and Pat Mills at the bottom here says everything comes back to the comic 2000 AD, and I'll show you how true that is. That's me when I bought my first issue there in 1979. And in a place called Wigan, and that's the view of the newsagents coming out in 1979 in Wigan. We found it on the web. That is my son, who this is what I reread all my issues at his request because he got into comics. He's called Barney. When we reread these issues, Barney is the computer that runs the city that Judge Dredd lives in. Subliminal influences. The 2008 are up front about controlling not just my life, but all your lives as well. When Tharg says that he brings you the future, and in this talk I'm going to show you how true he is. This is Judge Dredd, one of the major characters of 2000 AD, and as you can see, this is police. This is American police in 2012 that were deployed on the streets of Portland to stop the Occupy Portland riots. All these people are 2000 AD readers. Some have been recently, ex-2000 AD readers. The blokes in the bottom are the US military, who are big 2000 AD fans, as you'll see. This is a story called Invasion. If you look up in the top right, it predicts a Channel Tunnel, published in 1977. They got the years a bit wrong, 2002. Channel Tunnel, okayed by Margaret Thatcher. Did she read about it in 2000 AD? Price of a ticket, £234. The computer, this is the computer that helps Judge Dredd analyse his crimes. Notice the initials, Mac. Steve Jobs marketed that in 1984 after reading about it in 2000 AD, 77. This is a weather station that controls the atmosphere in Mega City 1, Judge Dredd's big city. The American military have been investing in technology to control weather since 1993, and that was used in Saudi Arabia to have some rainstorms in Abu Dhabi. This is who in 1977 thought that smoking would be banned in the future. 2000 AD did. That is your own personal smoking up there. This is a smokatorium, the only legal place in 2008 to smoke. Those two people introduced a smoking ban but disagreed it, wanted smoking allowed in sealed rooms. This is Judge Dredd's gun, the lawgiver, which only works for his fingerprint. If anyone else fires it, it blows up on you. Jeremy Clarkson proposed that in a programme about guns to help gun control in America. He read about it 2000 AD first. Sonic cannons, first used in 1978. American military used them in 1998 to dispel riots. Those were floating up the Thames in 2012, bought by these three 2000 AD readers because they wanted sonic cannons in case there was any trouble during the Olympics. Riot foam, which freezes people in their place so they can be arrested later. These are some tests carried out by the 2000 AD readers, US military. This you can see, Mega City 1 was attacked by their rivals East Meg by nuclear war. You can see all the missiles have been destroyed by a laser mesh. 1982, that was published. Ronald Reagan did his Star Wars speech in 1983. I think that same technology predicted is going to be used in North Korea soon. Here in 1978, you can see these robots go and attack the World Trade Center, doing it some damage. That's Abdul Rahman, who's currently in prison in Egypt for attempting to blow the World Trade Center in 93. In 93, 2000 AD, on the left, they are spaceships coming down from the moon, which are used to blow up important buildings in Mega City 1. Osama bin Laden, potential 2000 AD reader. But it's not all doom and gloom, because Judge Dredd in 1983 was a bodyguard for Dave the orangutan, who was the elected mayor of Mega City 1. 2002, Hartlepool elected a monkey as its mayor. How do you feed all the people in the future? Limited resources. Cynthy sausage that Judge Dredd is testing there is just protein that you can to make taste like anything. That was in 1983. 1994, Quorn hit the supermarket shelves. And the obesity problem was predicted in 1982. After the war, as food was scarce, Judge Dredd locked up all the people who wanted to eat more than their fair share until they were in a camp until they lost weight. Idea for a TV programme in the 2000s. Davina McCall, 2000 AD reader. And scarily enough, when we reread these old issues, we found that one of the characters was called David Bannister, who comes to quite a sticky end after buying a pan-dimensional building. So that raises the question, am I just a 2000 AD character?
David Bannister! I love that presentation, I love it.